Hi, Jenny here. Today we are going to make some crock-pot lasagna. So let's get started. For this recipe you are going to need 1 box of lasagna noodles, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, half an onion, 2 garlic cloves, 1 pound of ground beef, 1 teaspoon Italian seasoning, salt and pepper to taste, 3½ cups or basically 1 jar of marinara sauce, 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese plus extra for topping, 16 ounces of ricotta cheese, and about 4½ cups of mozzarella cheese. Just a little prep work. We are going to cut our onion in half because we only need half an onion, and then chop that all up, and then mince our 2 cloves of garlic. So when you're dealing with actual cloves of garlic, you cut off the top and the bottom. And the cloves of garlic actually have a thin papery skin on them. You can buy a big bulb of garlic, and then each one of the little parts like this is a clove. And sometimes to make it easier to get that skin off of there, sometimes it comes off easily, sometimes it doesn't. Take your big flat knife, give it a little love tap, and then the papery skin should come right off. Sometimes if you have bigger bulbs, the skin will come off easier, but with smaller cloves, I should say, sometimes it doesn't come off so easily. So there's a little helpful hint for you. So one of the things that I like to do, if you're going to use the other half of the onion right away, obviously you can just put that in a storage container and put it in your refrigerator. But if you don't have anything in mind that you're going to be making, what I like to do is I will chop up the onion, just like I did here, and then put it into a baggie, and then actually put it in a second baggie because onions are really smelly. So if you just have it in one, you put it in your freezer. Every time you open up the freezer and sometimes open up the refrigerator, you can still smell it. So I have another baggie here. So you can see I already have another half of an onion that I've done before in here. But I put it in here, and then when I'm making something else later in the week, later on, whatever, and I need an onion, then I know that, oh yeah, hey, we've got onion in the freezer, good to go. So that helps make future meals a little bit faster for making, because you already have the prep work done. We are going to cook our onion in a pan with that 1 tablespoon of oil. So we'll just get that in there. So we'll start off with our onion. Cook that for about 2-3 minutes until the onion is translucent. And then we'll add our garlic in. The onions are fairly see-through now, so we're going to add our garlic. And we'll cook that for another minute. And then we're going to add our ground beef, and we're going to cook that until it's no longer pink. So it looks like that the meat is no longer pink. It's all the way cooked through. So there's a little bit of grease in here. Well, there's too much for you. You could drain it if you'd like. Otherwise, we'll just let it be. And then we'll add our teaspoon of Italian seasoning. I wasn't sure if I was going to drain it, so I hadn't added it in yet. And just some salt and pepper to taste. In our crock pot, we are going to take some cooking spray and just spray the pot so everything doesn't stick. I have a cute little misto here that I have olive oil in. You could use Pam spray or whatever. Whatever you have, whatever you'd like. And then we are going to put about a quarter of a cup or half a cup on the bottom, just to layer so it covers the bottom. And then the rest of the sauce we're going to mix up with the meat. Now we're going to mix together our ricotta cheese and a quarter cup of the Parmesan cheese. Alright, so here's our crock pot with the layer of marinara sauce on the bottom. Now we are going to do layers in the pot. So we're going to take our lasagna noodles and break them up a little bit and place, I didn't do that enough. Place those as the next layer. Ha! Well. Then we're going to do a layer of meat. And then a layer of mozzarella cheese. A layer of our ricotta cheese mixture. And repeat. Now we put it on high and we cook it for 5 hours. So I will see you back then. Alright, it's been 4 hours, and in reality my instructions would say 4 to 5 hours. You can see everything boiling here. It all looks very done. So I'm going to turn it off and we will taste it. The Crock-Pot Lasagna is done. It smells delicious, looks really good. I guess one thing I would do is, I think, break up the noodles a little bit more, seeing as I'm making them in the crock pot. I came up with one really big hunk of noodle for when I was scooping this out. So as opposed to getting little bits of noodles, I think I'd rather do that. I think I'd rather break up the noodles a little bit more and have more pieces in there that you get. But I'm sure it still tastes really delicious. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I will leave the recipe down in the description below. I know I have another recipe on my channel for a crock-pot lasagna. That one, you don't really put the cheese inside the crock-pot. You kind of dollop it on afterwards. So I kind of like this where the cheese is already all mixed in and good to go. So options. Plus, I think it's made with different. This one's made with marinara sauce, and that one was made with something else. I forget what. But in any case, let me know if you like to make lasagna the regular way, if you have made it in the crock pot before, if you even like lasagna or not. I'm going to enjoy my dinner. You guys keep it positive. Go make it a great day. Bye-bye. Very cheesy. And that's the cheese coming up when I was scooping it up. See if I can cut some of that. How hot will it be? Mm. Mm. That is very good. I like lasagna.